party people. We are back again, back in the bathtub for the BathTub podcast. So last time y'all know it was a beach party podcast because what had happened was I had saw this cute little pool and I had originally got it thinking it was going to go on the balcony where I'm at currently, but I was like, you know what, maybe that's a bad idea to fill it with water and I don't know, if something happens, it might spill over. I just had all these things going in my head. So I was like, you know what? Let's go back to the bathtub for now. We're going to revisit the pool party later. But anyways, glad to be back. This is episode number... Percy, what episode is this? 14, 15, one of them. But anyways, I am glad to be back nonetheless. So today's episode, I'm going to be telling you guys about my multiple trips to Busch Gardens. This is Busch Gardens in Williamsburg, not Busch Gardens in Tampa. There is two different ones on the East Coast, but y'all, if y'all haven't been to an amusement park in a while, let me tell you, just like everything else, prices going up. But I'm going to tell you what I did after the first time. The first visit, I got a fun card. I was supposed to get an employee discount through like my job or whatever, but they had, oh, I'm sorry, Percy. Lord, we just messing up already. So I did make the mistake. The first time I went, I did take my fun card. Great value. However, it's pretty much like a season pass. I think I paid like $70 to $90, and I could go from August. Oh no, not August. The pass was good from like June to September, so it was worth it. I would say for $70 to $90. I think regular tickets are like $80 or something like that. Something like it. I don't know. But anyway, so I went and got my Busch Gardens Fun card. So worth it. Good till September 5th. So currently I only have this weekend left to go if I want to go one more time. Now, the first time I went to Busch Gardens, like I said, we made a few mistakes going up there and not being prepared. If you're trying to go to an amusement park on a budget, or specifically if you're trying to go to Busch Gardens on a budget, I'm going to tell you how to do that. So let me tell you, the first time I went, I did get a souvenir cup. This joker, I think it was $16.99, $19.99, something like that. I don't know. But it was a little pricey. However, if you get a souvenir cup, you can bring it back as many times, and your drinks, instead of being like $6.99, $7.99, $7.99 every time, $1.99, and you can fill it up depending on where you go. Because I did go get an icy. I kept seeing people with like ices in their thing, and I was like, where are they getting these ices from? The girl hooked me up, I will say. But if you are trying to go on a budget, what I did not know, I got on eBay because, you know, eBay queen over here. I did find a Tampa, Florida, which I don't have it in here. This is the one from Williamsburg. But I was able to get a souvenir cup for like $2 off of eBay instead of paying like $20 for a single one. I got it for like $2. And even though it was from Tampa, they were able to fill it for $1.99 still at the one in Williamsburg. So I was like $2 versus $20. So do that if you're trying to save money. Also, bring your own snacks. If you are a snacker or a person who is going to be eating a lot in the park, I would not recommend it if you go on the Great Tampesto or the Tampesto. Don't eat and go on that ride. Do not eat and go on that ride. Let me tell you what. Don't do it. Just don't do it. But yeah, now there is deals that you can find throughout the park. There was a little deal the third time me and my friend went. We found a little place that had hot dogs for $1. I don't know about $1 hot dogs. You might want to be a little weary about that. Want to be a little leery about $1 hot dogs. But the time before that, we did go eat at the Smokehouse. If you go to Busch Gardens, there is a place, I forgot what the whole name of it is, but it is called the Smokehouse. Delicious food. Let me tell y'all, the barbecue chicken, oh, it's so good. But it's so much food if you go and get like the barbecue plate, because I think it came with like two barbecue chicken legs, a side of barbecue sauce, and like 2 sides and a roll. So with the roll and the chicken, it was a lot of bread, and I don't know, it was very fulfilling, but it filled me up to the point where I wasn't able to eat all my food, and I hated to throw it away. I don't like to waste food. But anyways, if you are going on a budget, definitely check out eBay for the souvenir cups. Get you a little souvenir cup for like $2 or something. I don't know, place a bid. But anyways, try to go that route, and also invest. If you plan on going multiple times throughout the season, I would suggest getting the fun card because it was worth it. Now about the rides, y'all. The first time we went, the very first day, the first ride that we rode was Verbolten. It used to be, I think it used to be the Big Bad Wolf, that same ride location, same setup type of deal. But that ride, let me tell you what, there is a little surprise in there. If you've never rode it, I will say this, it doesn't go upside down. Now it does have a launch. I think there's 2 places that it has a launch in the ride, but that thing, fast takeoff. I love it. But anyways, there is a surprise on that ride. I would recommend anybody go on Verbolten. You can get on there. I think you have to be like 54 inches, 47 inches or 54. I'm pretty sure it's 47 inches, but you can take your little ones on there or your youngins. You can take your youngins on that ride and be perfectly fine. If you have neck problems, don't do it. If you got neck problems, don't get on Verbolten, and do not get on Invader. There is a wooden ride. I think that one is close to Apollo's Chariot. Also another fantastic ride. Oh my goodness, that 200-foot drop. Ooh, the last time we went, it started raining. And you know, a little sprinkling rain isn't enough to ruin a day at the park. However, don't get on Apollo's Chariot if it's raining, because it felt like little pellets or bugs were just like, stabbed me in the face. I ain't like that. But yeah, if you have neck problems, do not get on the Invader. That one is a little rough, which I feel like most wooden roller coasters are kind of like that. But that one was just it was fun. It was very fun, I will say that. But it's a lot of whipping around, and there's no neck support on there. There's not much back support as far as the seats go, but it's just very rough to ride. But if you do love roller coasters and you are a connoisseur of amusement parks, the new ride, the Pantheon, this right here, y'all, the first time I rode it, I was looking at it and I was like, you know what, this might be a regret. It might be a regret. So you get on the ride and, well, let me go back. Before you even get on the ride, you can see that there is there's a 90-degree, it's just straight up in the air. The fun part about that is you don't go forward up this incline, you go backwards up the incline, so you get a good look at the ground beneath you as well as the back of the heads that are directly below you on the seat in front of you. So yeah, it's one of those rides, kind of like the Tampesto. It starts off going forward and it pretends like you're going to go over this little loop and you're all excited, and then you get to the top and it's like, oh, no, gotcha, and you roll right back through the track and you end up getting launched going backwards up this 90-degree incline. The ride has a lot of loops, a lot of turns, a lot of speed. So Pantheon competing with, I can't even say competing because they all have different things that make them thrilling, but in their own unique way. And Pantheon, I can't say competes with Apollo's Chariot. I can't even say it competes with the Griffin, which I'll get to later. But the Pantheon is unique in the way that, number one, you take off around a curve and immediately you go into a loop and you're upside down. But anyways, so yeah, right off the bat, it sends you into a loop, so you already get your feel of being upside down, and then you go around the track. It is very strange because you're kind of tilted this way, but you're going the opposite way. And usually when you're going around a curve, like if you're going to a curve that is heading to the right, you would lean to the left. This one is very strange in that you're leaning to the right and also going, well, actually, I take that back. You're leaning this way and you're going this way. So I don't know how to explain that. It's very, very strange, but it's super fun. But it sends you off on the launch. You get halfway up the loop and you don't go over, you go backwards, and that's where you feel the track just launch you backwards. and you shoot backwards up this 90-degree incline, 178 feet in the air. So not quite like Apollo's Chariot, which I believe is 200 feet. This one is 178, but I think with the amount of flips and turns and the speed and air time that you get, I feel like if they were to put that thing at 200 feet, it would be a little bit too much. Like, it would almost feel not quite the same. So there's that. I don't know. That, and I will say the train doesn't go all the way up the track that's straight up, of course, because there is no stopper on the end. That was my biggest fear. I was like, there's no stopper on the end. What if they like overshoot it and just launch you backwards and you just right off the, not to make you nervous. I'm just telling you how it is. But also, the unique thing about the Pantheon that makes it feel so thrilling, most roller coasters that go upside down and go in the turns and flips and stuff have the seat brackets. Is that the right word? They have the restraints that come over the front, you know, kind of like the two that you can hold on to like this. Pantheon does not have that. When you pull it down, it's just strictly across your lap. Now, it is safe and secure or whatever. I could not budge in there, so I wasn't really worried about falling out. It's just that feeling of like there's nothing to hold on to up here. And if you're going up this incline and you're looking straight down, I like having that feeling of holding on. But Pantheon, those 5 Roman gods will throw you for a loop, buddy. Let me tell you what. All you have is the little metal bars across your lap. And like, I don't know. It's rough. But, of course, Busch Garden is known for the Apollo's Chariot as well. 200 feet in the air. But like I said, don't get on that if it's sprinkling or there's any type of cold air, because I was screaming, hollering, and it was raining. Even though it was in the summertime, it wasn't like a crazy cold rain, but the speed that you were going made it so chilly up on those hills. Fun times. But there is also the Griffin. That ride. The first time I got on it, the seat was like locked, like the latch was already down, and the only open one was on the very end by itself. And I was like, I don't want to sit on the end of the train by myself. I just think it's kind of weird. That, and I might be a chicken in that aspect, but we're going to disregard that. So if you've never seen the Griffin, what it does is basically you get on the train before it even starts off. The platform drops down. You go off of the track and you just kind of make your slow ascent to the very top. I remember the announcer being like, take your dive at 205. And I was like, all right, girl. And then when I got up there, I was screaming, losing my mind. But so yeah, the interesting thing about Griffin is if you're sitting in the middle, that's still cool. If you're sitting in the front in the middle, a little different. If you're sitting on the front on the ends, very different. Because the track, the ride, what it does, when you get to the very top, unlike most roller coasters where it kind of stops and then drops you down, no. Griffin goes a little bit further than that, and it tips you over the edge so you can look straight down before you drop. And it just kind of leaves you there for a little bit. And then you drop. So if you are on the ends, I know on the second row, I didn't get to ride on the front on the end, but the second and the last row, second row being towards that end on the end is very unique, because you not only do you have no track underneath you, but you can't really see the track that is going down. So you can't see where you're going. You're just kind of trusting it. And by the time you realize it, you're already facing the ground and everything. It was just wild. But fun times, I will say. I would do it over and over again as far as that goes. But there are some great rides at Busch Gardens. I do want to make a trip to Carowinds eventually and ride some of their rides, because I know they've got some really great roller coasters, and it's just a fun time overall. But yeah, budgeting chips, you guys. Check eBay for the souvenir cups. I don't know. Try it. If you're trying to save money, you've got student loans, whatever it is, Busch Gardens on a budget. I got you, boo. So moving on. I do have a new water bottle I want to unbox for you guys. I love water bottles. I have a weird obsession with water bottles. I'm not even sure why. I don't I should go to the gym. I should go to the gym, but I don't. But anyways, I thought this water bottle was cool because it has a straw that you can sip, or you can like unlatch it and just guzzle the water. So on a hot summer day, it's needed. Now I did, this one is made by BathTub. It is BPA free. Go that route. And I'm going to show you guys how it's made. My allergies are kicking my butt, so I'm like super congested. Sorry. Let me put this in a box too. Okay. So this does come in a, I think this one is a 21. Yeah, this does come in a bigger size. I have one that is a 30 ounce, and I think it comes in a 40 ounce as well. But this one is a 21 ounce. I thought it was a really good size to put in like a bag or something, but here's basically how it's made. If you need a good water bottle, go with this. I'll give you the perks on it. I like the latch. It does flip up. Like I said, you can sip from here, or if you don't want to do that, you can use the straw, which is at the top. Silicone straw. It's not so easy to clean. I will say that. I'm not sure how to get the straw out of it. But I don't know if there's instructions. I'll just try it. I just take a brush and clean it and then run it with some hot water to help with that. But I haven't ran into any issues with my other one as far as leaking goes. So I would say it's pretty good for, you know, keeping, if you want to stick it in a bag, you don't have to worry about it leaking. And it does have a silicone straw. The best thing about this water bottle is the straw is silicone, and the way it's angled and the way the bottom of the cup is, I rarely have any water left. I know there's a lot of water bottles that like you can't get the remaining bit, so you know, it's just in there sloshing around. But it doesn't happen with this one, which is a good thing. But yeah, so BathTub, if you need a water bottle for your workouts or whatever, get you one, get you this one. It's good. Send me a check, Amazon. BathTub, one of y'all. Anyways, so let me put this back in the box. And as you guys know, I love reading, and I came across, of course now, you know, everybody's into the crystals, and we're all in this new age. You know, everybody's getting into their crystals and their energetic work. This is a really good book if you don't know much about crystals. This is Simon and Sue Lilly, Essential Guide to Crystals. It tells you basically which ones to use for what. I did not know half of the stuff that was in here, but I thought I knew my crystals, but you know, what do you do? But yeah, there's a bunch of different stones in here that are listed, and here's an example of like, let's see. Let me find a good one for you so I can show you what it's all about, my friends. Let's do, how about, let me pick a pretty one. I was trying to pick a crystal that I already have, but okay, let's do rose quartz. So, like for example, rose quartz, this one, it tells you the hardness, the system, so trigonal, I guess it's under a microscope, it looks like that. And it just gives you the properties, the healing properties. It rapidly releases emotional stress, uncovers the underlying causes of other problems, such as negative self-image. It tells you the practical ideas and tell you basically what rose quartz is all about. But yeah, if you want to learn more about crystals, I suggest getting this book. I've been working with crystals for 5-6 years now, and I know some people think it's woo-woo, but I feel like this. Your iPhone has a crystal on the inside of it that runs electricity through it. So if you don't think crystals have anything to it, tish poo. You probably got it in your Android, in your iPhone, whatever. So read about them. Utilize the tools. Utilize the tools. But anywho's, there's things that just draw me to them. And I feel like magic has been one of those. And I'm not talking like stage magic, illusionist. I'm talking about like actual magic. Like, I don't want to go as far as to say voodoo, but we're going to say hoodoo, voodoo, Egyptian or ancient Kemet magic. I have been all about lately. And let me tell you what. There is another video, which I'll link in this one as well. But there's a few things that you can do if you are having some barriers in your life or blockages. And even if you don't, like I said, some people think it's woo-woo. Even if you don't believe in magic per se, sometimes doing the action, I think, just triggers your subconscious mind to break out of the norm because you're doing something with your hands. And I feel like adding the mechanics as well as the belief, or even if you don't have all the belief, people say it takes faith the size of a mustard seed. You don't even need that much. So I say give it a go. I like to help people, heal people, whatever I can do to help you guys on your spiritual journey as well as your journey through life, because it's not easy. So, but yeah, it's been a very interesting path. But you guys, that is all I have for this episode. This was a short mini bathtub podcast. Of course, there will be many more. I look forward to you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me. Also, I did finish the Rick and Morty art piece. If you guys want to purchase that, it is available now on Etsy as well as my website. But that is it for this episode. Sending love to all you guys. Thanks again for hanging out. Stay cool. The greatest thing about creativity is the experience of it. That's what connects you to this life. Through a sound, a taste, a smell, sight, or touch. There's magic within this experience. And there's magic in the moments that we remember it. We are the experience. We are the magic. And there's no escaping that.